Well, hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. And today what we're going to be talking about is I have the star of the month. And what is the star of the month? Well, it is one of our graduates from the University of Vedic Astrology. And it is my honor to welcome Michelle Bond. She's actually here in person, and that is such a delight to have my old friend Michelle, because we go way back. Michelle was a student, she's been a student of astrology and now an astrologer for many years. As a matter of fact, I certified her way back, what was it, in the early 90s or something?
It was very early 2000s.
Okay, very early
Yes.
2000. See, I'm losing track of time. but that I certified her through ACFA. And they had a whole course of certification. She went through the entire thing, did wonderfully.
Yes,
and I was her tutor and her teacher along the whole path.
And you did
journey.
wonderfully doing that as well.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Thank you. So, and then since then, everyone knows I have my own University of Vedic Astrology, a school. And Michelle took on from the beginning. Mm-hmm. She started over again with UVA, and she is now a graduate, and now she tutors people, grades tests, helps me out with the university, and she's here to talk about what she's doing now, because now as a professional astrologer, her specialty is relationships, and I wanted to bring Michelle on to talk a little bit about her astrology career and what she's doing and how she helps people, and what you thought about the whole experience at UVA as well. So go ahead, Michelle, tell us a little bit about you and what you're into these days.
All right. Well, first of all, I want to thank you so much, Joni, for having me.
Thank you.
It's an honor to be here.
Always.
Yes, mine too. We always have a good time.
Yes.
And that's the thing about the university and our group, is that we work hard and we study hard, but it doesn't feel like we're working hard or studying hard, because it's just so interesting. We have so much fun doing it, and then we have a good time afterwards as well.
I love that.
I do too.
It's so great to have fun while you're working, and it doesn't feel like work.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. And the other thing that I love about our group is that we're like-minded people, and so we get together and have a great time. And it's hard to find like-minded people, because the astrology world isn't that big. Mm-hmm. And so we have a support group, and that was what's so great about studying with the university here, is because you do feel supported, and you don't feel like you're this lone ranger out there, especially after you graduate and you don't know where to go and what direction to go in. Mm-hmm. But the reason why I started over is because I kind of took a break for a while. I did a lot of astrology readings back in the early 2000s and mid 2000s, and life took me in a different direction. But then I realized it was my calling to be an astrologer, and so I wanted to
definitely
refresh my skills, because it's just like everything else. If you don't lose it, if you don't use it, you lose it.
True.
And so, but what I really loved about the university is that a lot of schools require you to do a lot of memorization, because there is a lot of memorization in astrology.
Yeah.
But you don't really learn how to apply what you're learning to the chart. Now, you get somebody's chart, their zodiac chart, and it's like a puzzle. And you've got to know how to figure it out. And if you can't take and apply the knowledge that you learn to the chart, then you're not doing any good to anybody. It doesn't help anybody.
Right.
So that's what I loved about the university, is that we really learn. They focus on teaching you how to be an astrologer, learning how to read somebody's chart. Mm-hmm. And so I just love it, and it's just so much fun.
Yeah.
So
and we have so many people that have come together and formed new friendships.
Yes,
around the world, I might add too. We have friends from around the world. Yes.
Yeah, and that's what's so great about it too, is it's very global. So you're not just locked into your own locality. You get to meet people from all over.
Yeah, and as everyone out there knows, when you go out into the regular conservative world and you start talking astrology, you may not get the reception that you think you're going to get. But at the university,
Yes.
we can all talk our language and we all come together and we learn through each other. I mean, we have a Telegram group where everyone learns together and, works on each other's charts, as well as the recordings. But every week we have a live video that I'm going to be teaching with. And most of all, I like to teach people how to be astrologers, not just how to read the chart. Now, of course, you can take the course just to learn how to read a chart, but how do you connect with people? How do you use your true gifts and skills combined with all the learnings that you will get with the university? So this is all about really learning how to apply this, but to help people, if I could say that.
That's the point. About. I mean, that's the reason why we are astrologers, because we want to help people. We want to help them heal. We want to help them with their goals and their aspirations and help give them their direction in life and show them what might be the issues that are holding them back from succeeding and living the life of their dreams, and also to see what their karmic lessons are, what you came into this lifetime to learn, because we believe that everybody came into this lifetime to learn something. I mean, why else are you here, right?
Yeah.
And so that's what it's all about. And through the astrology, you get to see all that. Also, the timing of events. When is the time to take action to move forward? When is the time to rest and reassess?
And Michelle is really good for figuring out times to do things. As a matter of fact, you did an amazing job on selling her house. She knew exactly, we worked, I taught her what to do, with the full moon coming and all of that. And how long did it take you to sell your house?
1 day.
Yeah. So astrology is about timing.
Yes.
That's the most important thing for people to realize. It's like cycles and timing. When you understand how to use it in your life, it makes life so much better. It's like a life map. And if you know when to do things at the right time, life goes along a lot smoother. So astrology has so many facets. And Michelle has always been into spirituality and truth her whole life. I mean, used to study with the Deepak Chopra.
Yes.
And she taught meditation. She's taught yoga.
Mm-hmm.
So she's always been in this eternal, I always say, man's eternal quest to find the truth. And I have to say, Vedic astrology is probably, in my opinion, my favorite thing in truth finding and to help us find our way in our path, to better our lives, to find our purpose, to find our meaning, but most of all, just to make life joyful and fun. And why not come together with a community and group as we have with people around the world. And we also have a conference coming up. This is going to be June 3rd through the 5th in Dallas, Texas. And Michelle's going to be on a panel to talk about her world predictions. So we're all coming together as a group and we're going to learn. There are some great speakers that are going to be at this conference. So check it out. It's futureofastrology.com. And Michelle, do you want to talk a little bit about your specialty with relationships and how you want to work with that, and that's what you do with your clients more so?
Okay. Yes, I've had a lot of life experience and it's taught me a lot of lessons.
Mm-hmm. We all have.
So yes, we all have. So I like to apply that. So my specialty is relationships. When will you meet somebody? What could be holding you back from meeting somebody? And toxic relationships. Why am I attracting toxic people into my life? Why am I not finding the man of my dreams or the woman of my dreams or whatever, and so what I need to heal, what I need to how I need to grow so that I can attract the type of relationship that I want in my life. So we would do the timing, when you would meet somebody, when would be, after you meet somebody, when would be the best time to have, get married, have a serious commitment, and that type of thing. And we also do astrolocality, which is another thing that I forgot to mention, because there are certain planetary energies for different localities around the world, actually, and some are more suited to you than others. And so that's what actually, when I sold my house, I did the astro locality to figure out the best place for me to move, and we figured it was here in Dallas. So, and it's working out very well. And it's just like all of a sudden the universe opened up and all these opportunities came for me to sell my house like I wanted to in a day. And I did get top dollar for it. It wasn't just, because I lowballed, no. And then to move, and I moved quickly within 2 weeks. And that's just unheard of. Closed on the house and everything.
Right.
So those are all things that we can do with the astrology, along with the relationships. But then you do compatibility with the relationships as well. So once you have met somebody, you can find out, number one, is this person a good candidate for you to be in a relationship or long-term relationship with? And number two, what are some areas that you might need to work on? Where are your strengths and where are your weaknesses? And you look at that and you analyze it. And then that way you have a blueprint. And so you know, not only for your life, but for your relationship, so you know how to mitigate those issues and to deal with it.
So what we do in relationship synastry is we overlay both the charts together, and you can see where you're going to conflict, so you can work on the problems.
Exactly.
Because no relationship's perfect. Right. But then you also see the things that you really, love about each other and what works really well. And then when you plan the marriage, it's the birth of that whole entire marriage, so you got to plan that well. So marriage charts are very important to choose the Muhurta, which is the electional chart for certain events. And that's essentially what you did too when you put your house on the market.
Exactly.
So this is one of Michelle's specialties. She loves working with the timing Muhurta, and as well as looking at relationships. I find that whatever our interest is, it's of course what we've experienced in our life, and it leads us down that path of what our specialties are, what we favor. So in the university, we have many people that like medical astrology, and we have those that like prediction, like myself. When will stuff happen? When are the cyclic patterns going to unfold where you can expect certain things to come into your life? So we all have our specialties, but I teach all of the different modalities and specialties, and then whatever resonates the best with you, that's where you go for. So we empower all of our students at UVA to be the best they can be as astrologers, whatever their interests and specialty lay in. And then we promote them. We give them the whole, podium to be able to express, to put their websites up on UVA's website for their chart readings, for their business. So we essentially prepare people to not only be astrologers, but how to have a business in astrology, because that's not easy have your business. And we have really, Shri and I have really outlined what needs to be done, because you know what? We've made all the mistakes, so now we know how to help you guys better make choices as to what you're going to do with your business. So that's what we do here at UVA. You have any closing thoughts you want to tell anybody about?
Yes. So, yes, like Joni was saying, that they do give the support after you graduate to help you with your business, because why else are you doing it, right? I mean, some people do it as a hobby, but some people don't. If you're serious, you don't have to join the university if you just want to do it for your own interest. You can still learn all about it, and that's fine. But if you want to take it a step further and have your own business, you do need support with that. So we're not out there just as a lone ranger, like I was saying, trying to figure it all out. You do have support. Shri and Joni are fabulous support to help you start your own business. And it's just a law of attraction. What you put out is what you get back. So they're doing a fabulous job. They're attracting fabulous students, and it's just a lot of fun, and we're successful. We're having fun doing what we love to do, and we're able to make money doing what we love to do, and that's just what's so great about the whole thing. But I do have my own business, yes, and I do have my own website. It's www.michelle bond007.com.
We'll have everything down below, so y'all can just click on it and read more about Michelle and learn more about what she's doing, what she's been up to, and as well as, make an appointment with her. So we're going to have everything listed down below in the links, and I hope that you guys will want to come meet all of us at UVA and join our community, make new friends, come to the conference in Dallas, which is June 2nd through the 5th, excuse me, and that's futureofastrology.com, and I want to see all of you there. So, and I want everyone to come join our community and have fun, right?
Right, and I want to say something.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell them the story about how we met.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead.
So I think it's a cute story.
All right.
Okay. So I was studying with Deepak Chopra, like Joni mentioned, and I was studying to become a primordial sound meditation teacher, which is what the form of meditation that Deepak Chopra does. And I had a friend. And she had some experience with astrology, but Western astrology, and I had absolutely none experience. But we were doing all these seminars with Deepak, and he kind of introduced us to the Vedic astrology. Okay, so she encouraged me to go to this. We heard about the conference, the Vedic Astrology Conference in Sedona, and she encouraged me to go because we would travel together on all these seminars. So I went. Well, we went to the classes, and in the beginning, neither one of us had any training in it. We didn't know what was going on. We went to the wrong classes. We're in the advanced.
You didn't know what?
We didn't know. And so we're just like, oh my gosh. So we couldn't wait.
It's overwhelming.
It can be overwhelming when you're a beginner and you go into the advanced. You don't want to do that. So, but afterwards we went to the bar, which everybody did, and we saw Joni with a group of women, and there were guys in that group too. Wasn't all women.
Yeah.
Anyway, they were having a good time. And so my friend and I just kind of looked at each other and we went, those people look like they're having a great time, And then my friend goes, well, I think they're with our group. And we were like, well, really? Well, let's go over there and introduce ourselves.
Yeah.
And so we did, and we ended up having the best time ever. So we ended up enjoying the conference. We ended up getting on the right track instead of the advanced track.
Yes.
And we had a fabulous time. So that's the point, is that...
Yes.
Yes.
I think her point is we love to have fun while we learn.
Right.
And why not? That's what life's too short. We're here to enjoy each other and to learn from each other. And yes, those were the fun, hilarious old days.
Yes.
I loved it. Teaching astrology at the conferences and meeting new people and learning about their lives. Everyone has something fascinating and interesting to share. So we'll continue in Dallas. Okay.
Yes.
So we'll see you there. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.